change your life if I put you in this video. Toronto to LA, oh my God, where we finna go? The internet is in a frenzy over this Taco Bell Baja Blast pie. When I first saw it, I honestly didn't believe it was real, but it's Taco Bell. Are we really surprised they made a Mountain Dew pie? So I was curious, how does this turquoise colored pie taste? So I got out of bed and took myself to Taco Bell at 3 a.m. and they let me know that it is not available in Canada. And they thought I was gonna be discouraged. First of all, I wasn't surprised. We usually get left out of the cool things in Canada. And second of all, they must have forgot who I am. I could just make it at home. So YouTube, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time it is for you, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to the one and only Kane's Kitchen. You know how to throw a little remix on it. Once again, I'm not a chef, I just know how to cook. Before we get started, if you hear a bird chirping throughout this video, it's because there's a bird in the kitchen with us. I had to go on a mission to find Baja Blast. It's literally not anywhere. But we found it and we're gonna try it because I've honestly never really tried it that much. The only person I know who drinks Baja Blast is Premier, but she gets a slushy one from Taco Bell. That's the only one I've tried. So cheers. Okay, it's actually not that bad. It's basically Mountain Dew with like a little twist on it. Now that we're hydrated, let's get started. We're gonna start by making the pie crust. I gotta let you know, I've never made pie before, so this is gonna be interesting for both of us. And not only are we making one pie today, but we're making two viral pies. The other one is a water pie. Yes, a water pie. But we'll get into that later. First, we're gonna preheat the oven. I guess a crust on pie is made out of graham crackers, so we have to crush these up. I'm honestly just gonna put them in this plastic bag and then crush them. I think this should be enough for 3 cups. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of therapeutic. It says to make it into crumbs. I don't know how big these are supposed to be, but my hands are already hurting. Whew, well, I guess I can skip the gym later. Wait, it's leg day. I was gonna skip either way. Okay, we have our bag of crumbs here. Let's see if it equals out to 3 cups. 1 cup. 2 cups. Come on. 2.5. No, I don't think we have enough. No! Okay, we're a little short, but I don't care, bro. This is Kane's Kitchen. We can bend the rules a little. Now we're gonna mix 2/3 of a cup of sugar. And guys, don't forget, you can make this at home. Literally just follow exactly what I'm doing and we can bake together. 2, all right, boom. Now we're gonna add 3/4 of a cup of unsalted butter. Thankfully, butter has markings on it so you can see how much you really need. Boom. We're gonna throw this butter in the microwave for like 6-7 seconds. All right, the joke's old, isn't it? We need a new meme. We need something new. And while we wait, we dance. Ooh, okay. The butter came out really good, actually. Now we're gonna pour our melted butter into the mixture. Now I need to mix, and it says mix it until everything feels like wet sand. Not the exact texture I'm looking for, but okay. I will say it smells really good. I'm not gonna lie, it does look like wet sand. I think we're ready to move on. We're gonna put the wet sand into these now. Okay. Now I guess I just press them. This doesn't really seem like pie crust, I'm not gonna lie. And I was gonna buy some pre-made, but I was like, no, bro, you gotta do it from scratch. Well, look how it's turning out. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of it, not gonna lie. I don't know, guys, does these look regular? Well, it'll have to do. Now we're gonna bake them. First mistake of the day, I already made a mistake. I was not supposed to put this in here yet. Whew, okay, it didn't get too cooked. I didn't realize, but the crust is gonna cook with the pie. That's my bad. This is gonna sound really weird, but we have to pour 1.5 cups of water into our unbaked pie crust. Here goes nothing, bro. I do not have hope in this crust. Okay. I feel like it's just gonna absorb it, but okay. Boom, we have our water in. Essentially, water pie is something that was made in the Great Depression, I'm pretty sure, because people couldn't afford actual ingredients for a pie, like apple pie, cranberry pie, pumpkin pie, whatever. So they would literally make water pie. If it's good, I'm gonna be very impressed. Okay, in a bowl now, we're gonna mix 4 tablespoons of flour. 1 entire cup of sugar. Oh no, my pie's getting ruined. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. This is really bad. This is really bad. I can see my crust breaking. This is really bad. 1, 2. Okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? We're gonna add some salt. 1, 2. We're gonna mix this up and then we're gonna pour it into the water mixture, which is not doing well. I'll tell you guys that much. And it says do not mix it in. So I guess we just pour it over it like this. This is very interesting, bro. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. So you're telling me I don't mix it now? I just leave this mountain of sugar? Okay. Now we're adding a drizzle of vanilla extract. Oh my gosh, bruh. Right over the top. 1, 2, 3. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. Oh, okay, that was a bit much. I have zero faith in this pie. Like, actually, I have zero hope. Okay, the next thing we do, and I saw this on TikTok, is just put pieces of butter on top of the pie. So we're just gonna cut like 4 pieces here, and we basically just place them all over the pie. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, boom. This is kind of how it looked on TikTok without the crumbling crust under. Now we're gonna carefully take this water pie. Oh my gosh, how am I gonna carry this? And we're gonna place it in the oven for 30 minutes at 400 degrees. Careful, Kane. Careful, Kane, careful. Okay. Okay. Whew, all right. Now that our water pie is in the oven, we can work on this Baja Blast pie. If you guys are making this at home, one tip is to make sure your station is always clean, guys. One thing I used to do when I was a kid and I was baking or cooking is I would make a huge mess. But honestly, if you just clean along the way, it makes it a lot easier. All the parents are thanking me right now. I had to do some deep research on the dark web to figure out how Taco Bell makes this Baja Blast pie and how I can make it as accurate as possible. These are the ingredients: lime juice, softened or whipped cream cheese. I'm sure anything will work though. Instant pudding, never heard of it, but okay. Whipped cream, blue food coloring, green food coloring, and the obvious one, some Baja Blast. Let's get these out the way. Grab yourself a bowl and you're gonna pour yourself 1 cup of Baja Blast. Bro, this is so weird. People are saying this pie is literally radioactive, and honestly, I kind of believe them. Pour that Baja into your bowl. Nah, this is crazy. Now take your handy dandy pudding mix and throw it in there. Whee! Oh, wow. Is it like yellow? Why is it yellow, bruh? Wait, what does that smell like? Bro, that smells so weird. You can't look at that and tell me it's not radioactive. Now we just whisk this up for 2 minutes. That looks very interesting, bruh. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. We have to throw some of our lime juice in there. Cheers. Just a little hint. Ooh, okay. Just a little spice, a little touch. All right, let's keep whisking. Ooh, it's getting thicker. All right, I think we're good on whisking. I guess that's how it should look. If it looks like Nickelodeon slime, you're doing it right. Grab another bowl. In that bowl, we're gonna put 4 ounces of whipped cream. I don't know what 4 ounces is, but thankfully I have this food scale. No, I'm not a drug dealer. I use this to measure my meals. I swear. Bro, this whipped cream is so light and fluffy. Ooh, we got 4 on the dot. Okay. Whipping out the old school hand mixer for this.
2,000 years later.
This is what it looks like. It says do it till it's smooth. I think that's smooth. Now we're gonna add the Nickelodeon slime into the cream cheese mixture. Oh, wow. That is interesting. It legit smells like Baja Blast, bro, which is really weird. I guess that's the point. All right, now we're gonna mix this until it's creamy. This sounds... All right, I think that looks pretty good. It's starting to look more like a pie filling kinda. Maybe like a lemon pie or something. So we are getting somewhere. Now we're gonna add in the whipped cream. I already know I was supposed to buy the one that's a tub, but like these are just way more fun. I've always wanted to try something. 3, 2, 1. Stop playing with me, bruh. Honestly, I'm not even the biggest fan of whipped cream though, I'm not gonna lie. Half a cup. 1 cup. Now we're gonna mix in the whipped cream, but we're folding it. We're not whipping it, we're not mixing it, we're folding. That's a demure mix. Fold, 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 until it's fully blended. Okay, it's looking good, bruh. I am honestly impressed. Now that we've got that down, it's time to add the food coloring, which is basically the most iconic part. Wait, before we get to that, our water pie is done. So we're gonna pull it out here. Ooh, where's my limit? Oh, that's not, oh. Anyways, let's just pull it out. I don't know if this is what it's supposed to look like, but it says let it cool for 30 minutes because it'll be watery when it comes out. But the crust definitely, yeah, my crust definitely ruined it, but it's okay. Maybe this is how it's supposed to look, I don't know. At least we're making 2 pies, so this one's gonna be good. I think we're gonna do 3 drops of blue, 1 drop of green. I am not an artist at all, so I don't know if that's right, but 1, 2, 3. We're trying to get that bright turquoise color. And then we're gonna go 1, 2. Let's see what it makes. Fun, fresh. Oh my gosh, I think I'm actually maybe possibly a freaking genius. Yo, I made the exact color. Stop playing with me, boy. Stop playing with me, boy. Look at that. That is the exact freaking color. Nice. See, this is where I take things too far. It looks perfect, but a part of me is like, what if we make it more bold? Like, what if we make it, all right, we're gonna add one more. Should I? It's so good. No, we're not gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. I'm not giving in. We're gonna leave it. It looks perfect. It literally looks exactly how it should. Now we're gonna pour the filling into the crust we made earlier. This did not go well last time. Let's hope this crust is a little better. Baja Blast going in. Yo, this is insane. This is actually insane, bro. Oh my, actually, bro, it legit smells like Baja Blast. That's so weird. Oh my gosh, bruh. Wow. I'm proud. I'm very proud. If I go missing in the next few days, just know Taco Bell got me. Now you're gonna gently take your pie and throw it in the fridge for 4 hours. There we go. I'm gonna clean up while both pies chill. And in 4 hours, we're gonna try them. For me, it's a long time, but for you, it's gonna be in 3, 2, 1. Boom, just like that. Actually like 5 hours has passed and they've been chilling in the fridge. I don't know what to think at this point. I'm honestly super impressed with how this one came out. But right after I stopped filming earlier, I realized I was supposed to bake the crust on this. So I'm just eating raw crust. It's probably crumbly, so that's unfortunate. But other than that, the aesthetic is on point. The water pie, on the other hand, it's safe to say I'm actually terrified to eat this. I really don't want to. This is not how it was supposed to look, but maybe it's right. No, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna start with the water pie. Let's see how this goes. Safe to say I'm scared. No, I don't think that's what it's supposed to look like, bruh. Frick. And I was excited for this one, bruh. It looked really good on TikTok. At least the crust is cooked. The whole thing is cooked. Cheers. Water pie. This is so weird, bro. I don't even know what to think. I'm not gonna lie, this is fire. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't explain what it tastes like. Let me get some of the crust, bro. It tastes kind of like just sugar, but it's really good. It's interesting, bro. The texture is kind of cool. The flavor is perfect. It's just a little sweet, and I don't know if this is how it's supposed to taste. But wow. Okay, I'm impressed. By the way, I really don't like pies, so for me to like that is impressive. Now it's time for the final boss. The Baja Blast pie, bruh. This is interesting. Cutting into it, I don't think that's the right consistency. It seems like it hasn't frozen enough. No! I know what the problem is, bro. I didn't cook the crust. Obviously, it's not gonna come out properly. Guys, you know what? I could blame the crust. I could blame the consistency, but let's just see how it tastes. Cheers, Baja Blast pie. That has to be the most confusing bite of food I've ever tasted, bro. I know exactly what people on TikTok are talking about. It tastes like Baja Blast in like a cream, kind of. Like in like a, you know what I mean? It's like a Baja Blast mousse, kind of. This is very interesting. The uncooked pie crust, But no, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna throw this pie in the freezer overnight because I feel like it should be like frozen. Because like this is not really it, but I don't hate it. It's not terrible. Okay, neither of them were perfect. We messed up each of them, but that low-key puts them at a fair playing field. So I'm gonna have to say the water pie wins today. Better flavor, cool texture. This wasn't originally a battle, but it was two pies. I mean, how could it not be? But shout out to Taco Bell for the creativity. Anyways, let me know if you guys try these at home or try them at Taco Bell or wherever. And I'll see y'all in the next episode of Kane's Kitchen, bruh. Peace.
Backward smoking, your emotions, sipping potions. Cause I can't afford to lose myself. You can't afford to be with nobody else.